Hi, I'm Devin. Thank you for joining me today and taking a moment for movement. Today we're going to continue with our Matwork series. These will all be postures we can do on the mat with no standing. So let's get started on the mat, laying flat on our backs. Let's bring our hands under the hips just a little bit. We're going to switch it up and work the core for a little while. So draw the abdominals in towards the spine and let's move our legs with our breath. So inhale the legs up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale up. Last one. 2, 3, 4. Exhale down. 2, 3, and 4. Heels on the mat. Release the hands. Maybe shake out the legs. Take a nice deep breath. All right, so that should have built some heat in the body. Let's bend both knees and hug them in towards the chest. And maybe rock side to side, massaging the back and shoulders. And we'll move into happy baby. So draw the knees away from one another, reach your arms through the legs, bring the palms to the top of each foot, and wrap your fingers around the outside edge. Open up the feet away from one another, bringing the soles of the feet towards the ceiling as if you're squatting on the ceiling. So we're gently pulling the knees back and down, in towards the floor, in towards the underarm, finding some length through the inner thighs as we reach the tailbone back down towards the mat. Excellent. Heels in towards the glutes, thighs together. Give your knees one more hug, side to side. We rock the body. And then lower the feet down to the mat. Let's keep the left foot in place. Pick up the right leg. Place the right ankle on top of the left knee or thigh. Reach the right hand through the legs, left hand on the outside of the left thigh, and draw the legs in towards your chest. So we should feel this stretch down the outside of the right thigh, maybe all the way up into the right hip. If you want to intensify this, you can press the right forearm into the right thigh, pressing it away from the torso, or you can reach your hands all the way up to the left shin and draw the legs in a little bit closer. But try and keep the back flat and the tailbone down towards the mat in this posture. We don't want to become too rounded and all crunched up on the upper body. Okay, so try and keep the lower back grounded on the mat. Let's now release the hands, but keep the legs where they are just for a moment, lowering the left foot down to the floor. And now we're going to slide the right leg, bringing the right thigh on top of the left. So we're bringing the thighs together, stacking the right knee on top of the left, and then lowering our arms out to the right side. Gently lower the knees to the left side of the mat and look over the right shoulder. So they don't have to come down all the way, but just move them slightly to the left until we feel that gentle stretch through the hip and the back, and breathe deeply. Excellent. Let's bring the knees back in towards the center and we'll switch sides. So the right foot comes down to the floor, pick up the left leg, lift the left ankle, placing it on the right knee or thigh, left hand through the legs, right hand on the outside, draw the legs in towards the torso, keeping the upper body relaxed, keep rooting the tailbone down towards the floor, and breathe. Lower the right foot to the floor, slide that left leg, stack it on top of the right, bring the arms back down to the mat, and then gently lower the knees towards the right side of the room. Keep the shoulders planted and look over the left shoulder. So we always want to move gently when we're stretching the back. Don't move into the posture too fast, just take it easy. And don't forget to breathe. Good. Let's bring our knees back up through center. And then lower the right foot down to the mat as well. Keep the knees bent, walk the heels in towards the glutes, reach your arms down along your sides, tuck the shoulder blades under the back of the body, and reach your fingertips for the back of the heels, or maybe rest them on the back of your ankles. We're going to move into a bridge pose to build strength through the hamstrings and the glutes. So let's move with our breath, inhaling. And as we exhale, press through the soles of the feet. Let's lift our hips up towards the sky. Maybe we can walk our shoulders in a little bit closer. Check in. We want to make sure the knees are drawn towards one another, meaning they're in line with our hips. They're not rolling outwards. That way we'll engage the inner thigh muscles as well. And ideally our hips are high enough that we can't see the tops of our thighs. Okay? So the more we practice this, the more strong our glutes will be, our hamstrings will be. So if you need to take a break, or if your hips are kind of wavering up and down, that's okay. Let's just keep breathing, keep pressing through the feet, keep engaging the glutes and hamstrings. Let's take one more deep breath. And as we exhale, gently lower the hips down to the floor. Good. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Should feel really nice. Next, we're going to lower the feet back down and we're going to move into fish pose. So I like to get into this with my knees bent and the soles of the feet on the mat. But we're going to kind of rock side to side in order to place the palms, forearms, and elbows under the back of the body. So ideally, we have our palms as parallel, our forearms, as parallel to one another as possible. You can already see when I lower my legs that my chest is arched and lifted already. That's how you know your arms are close enough to one another under the body, if you're already feeling that sensation of an open chest. So from here, we're going to use the abdominals, lift the face, neck, and chest up. So we're actually in a reclining position where our forearms are on the mat. Let's walk them a little bit closer to one another, and then imagine a string is pulling your heart or your chest all the way up towards the sky. From there, we ease the crown of the head back down to the floor. So the majority of the weight here, I would say 90%, is in the forearms and palms. The head is holding itself up, but it's not responsible for the weight of the rest of the body. So we should feel a nice length and stretch through the face, throat, and chest. You can keep your eyes open or closed, whatever you prefer. But keep breathing deeply, letting the legs, feet, hip flexors all relax. Let's take another nice deep breath. And then on your next inhale, lift the chin back up to the chest, look down towards your toes. Ease the upper body down, so slide the shoulders back. And then release the hands. Palms out towards your side. Walk the heels about mat width apart. Close your eyes and take a couple nice deep breaths. You can remain laying down or gently roll to your side and press back up to a seated position. Namaste. Great job today. If you enjoyed today's stretch, please subscribe and click the bell for updates on future videos.